Hey guys, it's Maria Prado here, back with another video. So today I was bored, so I decided to make cake pops, and I also decided to film it and kind of show you guys how I make them. I make them very lazily, like, is that even a word? Like, lazy way of making them. I completely lost my train of thought, wow. Okay, then I guess I'm just gonna show you what I'm gonna use. I'm using red velvet cake mix, that was like $1. And then I have this cream cheese pre-made frosting, and then candy melts, and these little treat sticks that are actually a little too long, but that's all they had at the store. So yeah, let's begin. And I already preheated the oven. I guess we're gonna start by making the cake mix. So you could use a standing mixer, but I'm honestly too lazy to do that, so I'm just gonna use a hand mixer. So if anyone of you decides to actually make cake pops at home, for the cake mix, I recommend just following the instructions on the back. It's literally super easy, very difficult to mess up. Okay, so there, you could see what I'm doing kind of better. So the cake mix is in there. Then you put the oil, the water. Oh my God, for a second I forgot that this was supposed to be red. And then you put the eggs. Oh my God. That was very aggressive. Okay, so now you get your hand mixer and you mix very okay, we're just gonna leave these here. Next, you're gonna take your cake pan and then you're gonna spray it. Then you fill it. Okay, that's what it looks like. And then you just put this in the oven for 30 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna put it for 30 minutes. Hey guys, so I'm back and it's actually the next day. After I put the cake to bake, I took it out and I let it cool completely. If you're making cake pops, the cake has to be cooled completely, or else when you mix the icing in, it will just all melt and turn into like goo and it won't like hold a shape. Now to make the cake pops, you get your cake, which I don't know who, no idea. Someone ate some of it yesterday. Can't figure out who. You take the cake and you get a bowl and you kind of just put it in there. And then you could do this without gloves, but I prefer gloves because I don't like getting my hands covered in cake. And you just kind of mush the cake into pieces like this. Honestly, it's pretty easy to mush it. Like you saw, it just when the cake's like moist, kind of just crumbles into a bunch of pieces. So once you're done crumbling it, you're gonna take your icing, and which someone also ate, don't know who, and you're gonna put it in. I like doing it little by little and mixing it to avoid accidentally putting in too much, because if you put too much, it also won't hold its shape. I freaking put way too much icing. So I put little by little, and then I mix it all together, like so. I haven't made cake pops in so long. I used to work at a cake shop and I would have to make like dozens of cake pops at a time, and it was, let's just say I didn't enjoy it very much. It's hard like making stuff like this and then you're not allowed to eat it. It's just unfair. Okay, so to see if I have enough icing, I grab a little piece and I try to make it into a ball to see if I have enough. And it looks like I do. This is me trying to convince myself that I did not put too much icing and that it still will work out. So once you have that, you just get the cake pop and you roll it into a ball and you put it down. Kind of just making them whatever size. Doesn't really matter, does it? At this moment, I could tell they were not gonna come out pretty. I think I put a little bit too much icing, so I'll get back to you when these are all rolled. Okay, so after I rolled them into balls, I put them in the freezer for, honestly, I think it was only like 20 minutes. To put the sticks in, I melted some chocolate in a cup. To melt these candy melts, you put it in for 30 seconds, take it out, mix 30 seconds for as long as it takes for it to be melty and good. Because if you put it in for like a minute at a time, the candy melt will burn. I can't open this. You get the stick, you put a little bit of chocolate on it, like so, and then you just put it in the cake pop. Wow, these sticks are way too long, but it's fine. We're good. Okay, once you're done doing that, I like putting them in the freezer for at least an hour so that they could get really firm, because then it's way easier to work with. So I'll be back in an hour. Okay. I definitely left my cake pops in the freezer for way too long because it's been 2 days. They're literally frozen, but that's okay. We'll work with this. Oh no. Okay, don't do what I do. Don't put them in the freezer, put them in the refrigerator. And if you hear banging, my dad's doing stuff to my brother's room. So, and then you just dip it in your melted chocolate, like so. And then you just kind of, these are very heavy because I made them way too big. That's fine. It still works. So, don't do what I did. Don't, 1, make the cake pops too big. 2, don't freeze them. And 3, be more intricate when you're doing the chocolate. I could have spun it more and tapped it to get more excess chocolate, but I'm just lazy. You want one? Fudge. This is what it looks like, by the way. It's literally frozen, it's cracked. I left it way too long. I think this video is gonna turn out to be how not to make cake pops, because you wanna try one?
No. Why are you doing this?
Because I wanted to make cake pops. Okay, I'm done making these. I'm bored. Oh my god! Okay, bye.